All right, everybody. Sorry I've been late. And sorry especially about last night. I was like unconscious, woke up at like 10 minutes before I was supposed to start, and I could not pull myself out of being pretty much passed out, so I just messaged really fast and tumbled over into bed. So, sorry about that. My apologies. Hmm. So look at that. Let's do it this way. Okay. Just pull that up so I remember to look at it later. Okay, I need to do this. Not done it yet, so let me. I need to do this. Okay, so if you tried to chat already, give me just one sec. I did not even pull up the chat for that yet. I got everything else, but not that. So, whoops. I want this actually. Yep. Okay, you should be able to chat now, I believe. So if you tried and nothing came through, try again. And if not, then don't worry about it. It should be fine, right? Not a big deal. And this is here. Okay, so let me get us into the game. Turn this on and go here and play. Okay. And this needs to be, I don't even know. Of course it doesn't. Stop, 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 stop. I didn't pull this over yet. So it'll be shifted out of view for me if I don't do this first. That's my mistake. Sorry about that. Okay. That's good enough. Okay, so I tried previously, last time, I tried doing the map we have has Roman numerals like 1, 2, 3, but um, that doesn't work. That doesn't give me what I want. So I'm not sure where. Oh, you're here. Okay. Let's. Hey, Kissa. Welcome. Been a while. Yeah, hello again. Sorry we're a little late getting started today. Just I have I have edema. I don't know if you know what that is, but I have edema. And so I have this device I have to use and I needed to I was using it, but it hadn't finished the amount of time I was supposed to use for it. So I was waiting for that to elapse. But my edema's on like my thighs, and you guys don't want to see me with like my hands down. So I was like, I'll just finish this up and then we'll get started. Oh, so all of these are black now. Oh. Yeah, so I was looking so here I was looking last time at this and I was like, okay, maybe we need to light up the rooms with ones first, and I did that and that didn't do anything. So I need to figure out what the Roman numerals are trying to tell me. Um Okay, this bottom left one is a 1, right? So what does that mean? Okay. It's not a matter of doing this first, because when you do this and then you do other stuff, it like things don't really change. So if I do this, what is different? If I go up and do this, just turn it off again? Yeah. And it turns this on. Why? What did this say? This was a 2? What could the 2 mean? Number of switches I do? But I've done all 3, so... There's nothing else in the room other than the door and the switches, so it's got to be something related to those, right? There was no object we retrieved from here or anything. And then if I close this... lights this up. So I have a door closed, a door closed, a door open. And this lit up before when I did this. It's a door closed and a door opened. This is 2. There are 2 switches. There are 3 switches here, so the number's not the number of switches. I've already looked at these. These are not like trapdoors or anything. Yeah. Trust me, I don't want to see it. If I don't want to see it, I doubt anybody else wants to. Yeah. Zach's sort of flashing everybody on camera. That's a good way to get my channel banned. This isn't OnlyFans or whatever, so that's not the kind of thing that's allowed here. Me on OnlyFans. I just shudder at the thought. Okay, anyway. So 3 doors, 3 switches. When the top one's open, it's lit up. Right? So if I close the top one, it'll go dark. Right? Oh, both of these go dark. Now, why did this one go dark? Interesting. So if both doors are shut here, this is dark? If I, what do I? So if I do this, this goes back on. Yeah, I don't know. We have the Roman numerals, so it means something. And like I said, going off, there's a Roman numeral 1. Roman numeral 1 for this room. And there's literally nothing in the room other than the doors and the switches. So it's got to be something related to the doors and the switches, right? Last time I played, last week, I died like 10, 12 times trying different things. So, just so you know, this is not the first attempt, like, where if I get it in the next little bit, this is not like I figured it out really fast or I cheated or something. I have tried a whole bunch of things already. So, hey, Silhouette, welcome. We're going to try not to just die this time, Silhouette. I don't know that it'll work. I think I might be onto something, though. So I looked at the map. that Adrian or Darren has again. This is a Roman numeral 2. This is a Roman numeral 1. Okay, so I started with this room. There's nothing in this room except for switches and the doors that the switches open. So it's the 1. It's 1 for this room, right? Let me check again. I think it's 1 for this room. Yeah, so this 1 has to relate to the doors and switches. There's nothing else it can relate to, right? I mean, except for maybe doing the rooms in a particular order, but I already tried that last time, right? I did the whole lighting all the rooms that had Roman numeral 1 up, and that didn't do anything. And I went in the order. Well, they're out of order anyway. So it's not order of rooms you visit, because you start with a 2 and then go to a 1, so that can't be it. So anyways, I tried lighting up all the rooms that were Roman numeral 1. That didn't do it. I can't think of anything else there is except for the doors and switches. But I don't have anything in my inventory that's going to make it special as far as the Roman numerals go. That doesn't matter. That doesn't correlate at all. So I'm just trying to figure out. So if I close, what happens if I leave this open and I open this? Let me switch back to her. So leave this open, and if I do this, now this went off and this went on. And then if I do a third one, does that change anything? No, it did turn this off, but that's probably something related to this room, not to this one. Okay, so this one being at... Interesting. Okay, so if I close this will go back. This will go light again because this one's open. Yes. Yes. Okay, so how... Okay, I think I have an idea. I have to figure out how to implement this without dying. So I think the Roman numerals tell you when a room lights up. So this big room here has a 1, and every time I've had one door open, this is lit up. Every other time with 2 or 3, it's dark. So I think that's what this is saying. It's the same here, right? This is... Well, no, but this is a 2, though. This is a 2, and it's lit up. So that doesn't make sense either. Oh, I probably count this door, though. I probably count this door. So 2 here... 1, 2 means this is lit up. I see. I think that's right. So now well, I could do, okay. So let's test that theory. So if she comes up here into this room, if she closes this door, so we only have one open. Yeah, now it's dark. Now, if she comes over here and opens this, does she die? Every other time I've tried, I've died. Let's see. No. Okay, so that's it, I think. The number of switches or doors open or whatever you want. It's not switches. The number of doors open is what brings light in the room. So now I'm trying... Ultimately, I want to lure this shade away right here, right? So if I can lure this shadow to here, Yeah, I mean, if I make this room dark, will the shadow come here? 'Cause I won't be in here. So it tries to chase me down, doesn't it? So why would it come over here? Well, let's do this. Since that's light currently, let me shut this door. Okay. Yeah, so he stays there. Why? Because he doesn't have a reason to come here because I'm not here to chase, right? But if I can bring light into this room, that might chase him away. He doesn't like the light, right? Because otherwise, he would have attacked me while the light was in here. So we have door. Okay. Okay, so if I come back over here, open this room should light up, right? Okay, so if somehow this door opens, like I make a mistake in this door or this door opens or whatever, well, no, because that'll be more than one door, so this will go dark. But anyway, okay. So let's have you go here. Can't really shut from this side, can you? That's okay. I don't think she needs to shut, at least not right now. If I'm going to do something and it'll cause a problem, then I can shut that. Okay, so if I... So if I open this door, this is open. That's 1, 2. Was this room a 2, the second one over? Or was it a... Yeah, this was a 2. So this has to be... If I go here and I open this door, that'll put light in this room. That might actually destroy the shadow. I don't know how that works, but it might just make the shadow run. And the shadow might run here. I guess he'd have to, right? Because if the shadows could escape through the walls, they would have centuries ago, right? They probably would have found some other way, tried to get out somewhere else. Okay. So let's have Adrian come over this way. Since I've got this, let me save it here. So if I die, I've at least got what I think is progress so far. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. If I pull this... Oh, you know what? You know what? I think I know why. I think because he doesn't have light in his room, so obviously it would head for him. Yeah. Okay, how do I do that? I need... So I don't want to do it from that direction. How do I... Okay, I have an idea. Instead of doing there, this door's still closed. So if I come... over here, open that, that's fine. Come in here. Oh, can I close this though? Okay, I'm gonna need you to close this, since Darren can't, or I keep calling him Darren. Adrian, whatever, it's the same guy. Adrian can't close it from the inside, it doesn't look like. So you go there, you close this. Okay, so now if you... With a single door, this opened up, right? So if I open this one, it should light this room up, right? Yeah, good. Because there were 2 here. 1, 2. Yeah. I don't know if I have to come back through here, but while I have this light, let me go ahead and shut this. So you get stuck in there, hopefully. For now, at least. So now... If I open this one... This is dark with 1. It's still dark with 2. So this, yeah, and this would be, this coordinates to a 3, right? A 3, yeah. So what I need to do... Okay. I'm going to have her walk over here just so she's closer by if I need her to do something else. So now you can go through here. And this is a 3, so I have to open this one. This will give this light. But I also want to give this light so that he'll flee somewhere, right? So, but this needs a 3 as well, right? Both of these top 2 are 3s, I believe. 3, 3, yeah. Okay, so... Open, open... Yeah, I think so. Okay, so if I do this, the room he's in should light up. Huh. I mean, it took me... How many deaths did I have last time, Siluel? And I've had a week in between to think about it, so... I had a couple of thoughts. Another thought I had banging around was maybe there was a specific object correlated to a number, but I was like, well, how can I tell that? Because I got the crown in one of them. Well, this one was empty, so that wouldn't have worked. Yeah, I think that's what it was, where I dismissed that. I was like, that doesn't work because the other one's empty, so obviously it's not objects. There's one object I have to go off of, so that couldn't have been it. I was looking at some other, so I don't remember. I thought of another couple things, I think, but okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're trapped here. I'm going to save it again just to make sure that if I'm miscalculating somehow, that I'm wrong, it just seems to be that I'm right, that then I don't die and undo what I've already done. At least he's trapped over here now. Okay, so this is open, open. So this should open and then this lights up, right? Yeah, and so we won't come into this room currently because it's open. This is lit up, but... I need 3 doors here, right? So what I want to do is... Yeah, I've opened this door, so I don't need to stay in here. So if I go down here, and then I shut this, this will close, this will go dark. So he potentially would flee into there. Now, this was with 2 doors, this lit up. So if I do this one, this should light up again, right? There we go. So now he won't come into this room. And I have 2 doors open. So I just need to open this last one. What is... So 1, 2. Second from the bottom right. How many is that? 2. 2 doors. Okay, so I need to come over... let's see. 2 doors. I mean, I'm not going to be monkeying. I'm not going to do anything with these doors anymore, I think. So this should stay lit up. So let's have you, since you're already over here, go here. Open. So now this is... Oh, 2 doors because of this one. Yeah. So let me close this one. And then if I open this... This should light up again. There we go. Yeah. Because light, so you can't come here. Light, you can't come here. This is dark, so you have to go here. And we have 3 light here. Okay, so now I'll just have you come up here and close the shadow into this chamber to leave us alone, hopefully. All right. Be fine, I think. Or maybe we need this. So I don't know. Do we need this open to be able to open to do the stuff in the sarcophagus? I don't know. Okay, let's have Darren come over here. Okay. Then inside...
There's only dust in here. Oh, and a weird-shaped staff.
We might want that staff ceremony stuff, right? Crown and staff.
Looks like it could be like the ones that the bishops carry. Or shepherds.
Now, is there an exit from here somewhere? No. So do I have to go back through again? I guess I have to go back through, huh? Well, suck. Okay. Okay, so Adrian opens the... Let's see. This is open still, and this is open still. So let me just in case I've shut something and don't remember, because I have ADD, so there's sometimes when I won't remember something. Okay, so let me have Adrian shut this so that the light in here will go on for the moment. Or open it, I mean. Okay, so now we'll have Adrian go over here. Well, that works too. Whichever way. And then we're going to have you go over here as well. But we'll have you... I guess it doesn't matter. We'll have you shut this door. Well, let me double check. I didn't see anything else in this room, right? There's nothing else to interact with here? I mean, I do have the save spot, so I guess if I need to come back here because there's something I missed, I can always reload. I'll just make sure I don't save on top of the save. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. So, shut that. Not that the shade needs to move. This one we want to move, though. If there's no other exit, we're going to have to come back through here. So, I am not totally sure how we're doing that, but let me see if... Okay, these doors are closed. So if I have Adrian come over here... No, go over here. It's fine. Open this. Okay. This is open, right? So one... Oh, I might want to get this guy to go back. Actually. Let me have you come back over here. Should be open. So if I open this one, I think. Because I don't want this guy to be able to attack from this side, right? So I want to push this back here so I can close this door behind him. What my thinking is. Okay, just so I don't undo this, I'm going to make a new save point here. Okay. So if you go here, that should be open, and this open, so that should drive you back, right? Oh, but of course, I had too many doors open. I'm pretty sure we can exclude the shepherd having his own catacomb, his own tomb in a catacomb. So from two options, religious leaders more sound. Yeah. 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 So I want to shut this first. Then when I open this, the light will come back on here. And here. Driving you back here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So now if she goes up here and closes this door, then he can't come through this way. And then if we close this door, can't come through that way either. Oh. No, yeah, the door's... I was like, does the door here shut? But it is. Okay, so that's fine. So you're stuck there. So I don't need to worry about you anymore. You're behind 2 doors. Won't be able to get through. Okay, so now if I turn the light on here and don't have a light here, you'll come back here. So I need to now... This one is a 1? Is that right? Yeah, this is a 1 and a 2. 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay. 2, 2, 2. No. 2, 2. These are 2s. These are 1s. Okay. Stupid brain. Okay, hang on. 2, 2 in the north. 1, 1 below it. Okay, yeah. So these are both 2s. These are 1s. So if I have you go in here, and then I shut this door. Oh, I want to open this door, actually. Hang on. I want to open this one. You'll turn this off, but this is already closed, so I should be okay for now. Okay, now come back through here. Now I do this. So that's darkness. And this is a 2. Oh, that door is not open. Yeah. 2 turns the light on here. So the door's not a hindrance, but the light is. Now I come back to here. And I close this behind me. Now this is open for you, but I'm protected behind the door. And then we have... How many doors are here? I need to close these doors. You close that one. Okay. And you close this one. And now you save one last time, but I think that'll do it. If you say open this door, this is a 1, so 1 open door should light this up, forcing you over here. We have the door here 2 doors here blocking, so you won't come back through. Yeah, there we go. Okay, have you come up here as well. Okay, shut that door. Just so that it's not open. And this. Okay. Okay, I think we're done with this, I think. I mean, we might have to come back here, and then I have to mess with them again, but... Okay. So, you come over here as well. What's her name? Antolini. Okay. That's where I had before, making sure that I didn't lose progress, so this is where I'm saving. Okay. It's a sword. I must have clicked on that already, didn't I?
There's a rusty broken sword lying on the ground here. No idea how that could have got here.
Oh, forged by an expert hand. Simple, precise, and deadly.
Adrian, what have you got there?
Regrettable that The passing of time has taken its toll on such a fine weapon. It's no more than a rusty bar of steel. Yet the hilt has lasted well. I will.
Adrian,
What?
what's happening to you?
I've no idea. I must have blacked out. I'm back now.
That doesn't bode well. Wait, where's the hilt? So he just doesn't have any sword? I guess that was just a thing for flavor or something? I don't know. Okay, so I don't have a gem or something for this if it's supposed to take one. It looks like it might. Does she have? No, right? Yeah, she doesn't have most of the stuff. I will try to put a crown here. See what that does. Oh, both. Okay, we're doing both, I guess. Oh, I've got... Oh, interesting. All of these pieces. Okay. Dragging, I guess. Broken sword, let's hope Templars and clowns are here. Yeah. Totally. No for that. What about this? And this as well? So I'm wanting it not to go all the way down, I guess? Am I trying to get to... Huh. No. That didn't do anything, right? Oh, no, it did. Something.
I think I'm still missing something.
So I need another piece from somewhere. Piece of something, something. So we can't do the sword anymore. Don't tell me I have to go back in the labyrinth because I missed something there.
I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
Something else here. What about the... No, I don't have a can. I like if I had these things in my inventory automatically came here. So there's something from here I have to like from this underground
Think about
catacombs.
it, Adrian. Something's missing.
I would think, like I said, I would think a gem or something, but I don't. Capsule? Oh, I didn't notice that before either. I didn't notice the hole the first time. Didn't know the capsule this time either.
There's a metal capsule hanging between the chain links. Huh. Is that a little door? So it is a door. And inside the capsule there's a golden key. Or maybe just gilded.
I wonder if that goes over here. Let's look what he said in the journal. Okay, Shade Labyrinth. We've seen a shade, a black creature, somehow transparent, kind of misty, with glowing eyes. It was right in front of us. Beware, guardian of the shades. They will take possession of your soul should you wander into the darkness, is written right at the front of the entrance. Now I also know what that means, but this greenish light seems to scare them off. Could it be this is how we're going to be able to get a closer look around this labyrinth without getting our souls eaten. In front of the great headless statues, there's a kind of an offering dish attached to the wall. If I push it down, all the chains in the chamber move like it's some kind of weighing device. But what do you want to weigh here? Okay, in the chamber there are capsules hanging on long chains. I found some keys in one of the capsules, but I can't get to all of the capsules. There's hanging too high. Yeah, the others are... Chain? What does it say about that?
There are 6 long chains hanging against the wall, running from floor to ceiling, and then they disappear into holes. And there are some kind of capsules hanging on the chains.
So I'm doubting the key is something to go in here. I think the key is what you get from the capsules, yeah. So...
Think about it, Adrian. Something's missing.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what, but I know that something is missing. Tried these. Okay. If I go back, if we go back into here, there's just a light, though. There wasn't something to grab in there. I don't know. We got from this and this and this. There, I looked all around here. Didn't see anything else in here. Previously, I looked all around this room. Didn't see anything. And these, I've looked in these. Yeah, I don't... Did I look around in this room, really? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, let's... But I can't imagine there's anything in here. It doesn't even look, it just looks like more of this stuff. I don't think there's something in here. I don't know what I'm missing, but I don't think it's in here. I've looked in the other rooms. What the heck? Did I somehow miss? Shut that. Over here. Nothing in this pile, right? I've already looked at that, yeah. What the heck? There's not an item on me I have to break down or something, is there? Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe.
It's for an emergency, in case... Yeah, well, Mordred attacks me.
I can't leave.
Do. Yeah, I don't know. Stone door. So the symbols we did when coming, when getting this to lower, probably match the symbols of, or the objects we're putting in there. I don't remember what that last symbol is. I don't remember what I'm looking for. I don't see fish in any of this. Fish, I mean, if we're looking at tying things to objects, right? So the staff could go to this. I guess the crown, I don't know about the crown. I don't know what that really would match. Maybe the sun, but I don't know.
A strange death's head with a huge mouth? No idea what that's supposed to be. 7 people standing around the place. Oh no, 3 of them are lying down. Are they sleeping or are they dead? A whole load of symbols. Fish, crown, no idea, bones, and so on.
Fish, crown, staff. Shield. And something else. Fish, crown. I don't know what that is. Bone. I don't know. Okay. What is she? Does she know any better? She's at least studied old languages, right?
I'm sure that represents the Black Mirror. The death's head is symbolic of death. 7 people, all a little different. Could they perhaps represent different societal groups from their time back then? 3 people are lying down, 4 are standing. In the middle, there's an altar chiseled in. I don't know all the symbols, but they seem to be describing something. At least it looks like they've been divided into 7 groups. Perhaps each of the symbol sequences describes one of the people on the upper half.
I don't, unless these represent shields, maybe they do. So unless these are shields, I don't know what these are. But if these are shields, but then shield and crown are in the same, they're not 7 this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not, it's only 6 rows. So crown and shield are in the same thing. That seems... There is what looks like water. Can I even get any of the water from here? I don't have a container, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I can get any of the water.
I'm so close to where I want to be. Why should I turn around?
Yeah, none of the water is letting me interact. So it's not... It's either not water or that's not actually... It's either we don't want water or this is not actually water or something. Or it's water that I don't want to mess with at all.
I think I'm still missing something.
Nothing moved at all. Okay. That raises some of them.
Now the dish is hanging right in the middle.
Okay. So that was the idea. I just didn't have the right combination. Okay, so I got this key already.
Another gold key.
Well, that's the second one. Okay.
Looks like all of the capsules have gold keys in them. I've got no idea how many of them there are. I really ought to find out what's going on with all this stuff. Now that's what I call a door. Solid stone with iron bands and 6 locks. I'll try it in all the locks. Well, the key fits in all the holes, but it won't turn. I'll leave it here. Ah, it fits here. I'm guessing that the keys in the other capsules could well fit, too. The locks are all undone. We ought to be able to open the door now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I'd have to go back manually and grab them or something. Okay. So we progressed to there, I think. Let me save that. Since we can clearly die to the shades, I don't know if there are traps and things, so let's just save as we go.
The guy with no head again. This time, ×4. Did somebody not like him all that much? Mordred, maybe? He went round with his sword going chop, chop, chop.
Okay.
That goes a hell of a long way down. This light reminds me of the cavern under the stone circle. Could there be a huge cave system under Willow Creek? Highway to hell. Damn, the route is crumbling. I hope it's gonna hold out for a bit. Walls full of skulls. Who were these dead people and where are their bones? Did someone just take their heads? How come? And why are all the statues headless? Is there a connection? The closer we come to the truth, the more questions seem to come up.
Hieroglyphics chamber. Okay, and then Valentina. Probably most of this isn't going to have anything, right? But chambers are large enough, it's kind of unclear where I would find something more to examine. Looks like no. Okay, let's have Adrian go over here. We're going to have her start analyzing things, maybe.
That's a whole lot of skulls in the wall. They're lying in there like a vast set of print blocks, or something like that. Almighty, eternal God, I pray for the souls of all those who have been robbed of their peace in death for all these hundreds of years. Lord in heaven, hold your protecting hand over them, even if they were not Christians, for your love is boundless and eternal. Amen.
Amen. Okay, statues.
The headless figures again. It's looking to me like the statues didn't have heads right from the start. Whoever they are supposed to represent, he certainly didn't have much to offer from the shoulders upwards.
They're like, I want a statue of Josiah. Yep, bro, have you seen Josiah's face? Like, honestly, can we, like, maybe leave that part out? Just, like, everything but the face. Yeah, but then you got, like, this blank spot, and you got the head, and it looks all weird. We could just leave the head off. There's an idea.
Mamma mia, I had no idea how big everything was. The bridge has been holding up for centuries. It ought to last a little bit longer.
I think that was everything, right? Unless we're going back to the hieroglyphics chamber. I think otherwise everything is pretty much... Okay, he had an examination icon. She has a speech bubble. Let's see if she has something to ask him or something.
There's nothing to discuss with Adrian right now.
Okay. Well, in that case.
I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
Yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything else in this chamber. Even these hieroglyphs up here, we can't examine, or we're not going to examine. So I guess we'll just go through. Okay.
I think we've reached the chapel.
I almost feel like I've come home here.
No. This chapel was built by Marcus and Mordred. It was their last cooperative work. It really is a sacred place.
But Mordred used it for his own dark purposes.
I doubt that.
Okay. Now that we're through the door and everything. Okay, let's see, sarcophagus.
A stone coffin with a skeleton in it.
If we were to believe the Book of the Guardians, that was once Mordred.
Hey Mordred, how does it feel to be looking into your own grave?
Huh, you two are getting closer. Please excuse me.
Oh, I thought she was gonna spit on it. I was like, she like Hawk Tua's right into the sarcophagus just to show Mordred her disrespect. Well, later in there was that one stone tablet telling the head priest used to be decapitated to give back something resembling black orb. Maybe heads ended up here. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, and then
A skeleton.
Those are Maria's remains, Mordred's wife.
How do you know that?
That's a female skeleton. And you can see the sword tip in a ribcage. It broke off when Mordred murdered his wife.
dude, what a friggin' scumbag, man.
You're right.
I mean, we already knew Mordred was evil from the first game. We when we started reading the legends and stuff, we understood Mordred was evil. But seriously, bro, seriously. Okay.
No idea how deep the water is here, but I'm guessing that we're a long way below the water level.
Yeah, the water down here is probably either fed from an underground river or a leak from up above somewhere that very little, very tiny drip or something over time eventually filled up this stuff. I don't know. Probably, there might even be a mechanism to let more water in, but anyway. But this is probably not the normal course of things unless, like I said, maybe there's an underground river. Okay, so I can look at Mordred again. That's weird. But anyway. Okay, so we can look at the Rondel. Rubble-filled passage.
This passage is full of rubble.
Another potential passage, except we can't even examine that one, so I'm not sure.
The purest preaching platform. But for what kind of an audience? Nobody was supposed to find their way here. Everything's very weird.
An altar. Okay.
There's a whole bunch of hieroglyphics on the altar.
I was gonna say Sister Antolini should come up here. If she wasn't gonna do automatically, I was gonna move her myself.
There's a sentence in Latin chiseled here. It means, at sunrise, the king sent his warriors into battle against the darkness. Unusual for an altar engraving.
Is that any use to us?
I don't know. Perhaps.
At sunrise, the king sent his... Okay, wait. What did she say again?
You can press in these hieroglyphics. Most probably in a certain sequence.
Okay. Let me read this again. So it says... A mechanism under the water and several symbols which are the same as those in the chamber. Is that all? Okay. Okay, so what did... Look at it again.
It says here, at sunrise,
Sunrise,
the king sent
king,
his warriors into battle against the darkness.
Sunrise, king,
Didn't
warriors,
we see a
battle,
clown
darkness.
earlier?
And a round shield. The symbols are the same as those in the first chamber.
Okay. So at sunrise... What would represent sunrise? That's moon, of course. At sunrise, the king... Where's my crown? The king sent his warriors. That could be warrior. Is there a shield icon? There is that. I don't know. Because we also need battle. Something in here is going to represent battle. Could be the sword. Sent his... No. Okay, at sunrise, the king sent his... No. At sunrise, the king sent his... Sunrise, the king sent his warriors. Where... What else could be warriors? This? No. Sunrise, the king. Yeah. Not the side. Okay, that's good. Because I was going to say that's weird if that's true, but I figured I'd try just in case. At sunrise, the king... Sunrise, the king... Okay, so it's not neither shield. It's not the axe, not this, not the sword. Is it this? No. Sunrise, the king... No, okay, that's more like sailors anyway. At sunrise, the king sent his warriors to battle. Sunrise, the king... I don't even remember what all I've done now. Okay, so I've done the hand, the sword, the warrior, the axe, the bow, the arrow, the shield, both shields. Sunrise, the king. Sunrise, the king. Oh, I've tried the arrow also for like sending. Yeah, that's like a staff, not really a weapon, but... Sunrise, the king sent his bone does not... that bone doesn't, at least. What about this one? No. Okay, so Sunrise the King sent his... What is this? Well, it's not that anyway. Sunrise the King sent his... It's not fish. Probably not water. Okay. Sunrise the King sent his... What is warriors? I mean, this? No, right? Yeah, it's not the sticks. Sunrise the King... Is this blood? No. Doesn't work, at least. Sunrise the King sent his warriors. They had to eat, maybe. So Sunrise the King sent his warriors to battle. Sunrise the King sent his warriors. Huh. Oops. Okay. Sunrise the King sent his warriors. Battle. Against the darkness. There we go. I had to do a full path, not just specific individual tiles. Like, you know, there's not one tile per thing. Wow. It was a path. Okay.
Valentina.
Yes.
You know what's weird? There's light everywhere down here. Even burning candles.
Everything seems to be rather unearthly.
Especially with all the lights.
It could be that they come on when a certain door is open. But when was the mechanism for that installed? And by whom?
Or we're not the only ones who are wandering about down here.
Whatever the case, we still haven't reached our goal. Marcus thought that the way to the Black Mirror had been closed forever with the chapel.
But he hadn't reckoned with the genius of his brother.
Are you starting to admire Mordred?
Just take a look around. The castle up there suddenly seems tiny compared to all this down here. It's so imposing and overwhelming even. Kinda majestic. The vaulted roof is just awesome, don't you think?
I don't think we should waste too much time hanging around.
That's a good call.
There's nothing to discuss with Adrian right now.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay.
We're definitely not in the catacombs anymore. This looks more like an alchemy laboratory.
I've been here before.
Mordred?
No, as a child. I've got a kind of faint memory of it.
Have a look around. Perhaps it'll come back to you more strongly.
Yeah.
I guess he's just gonna walk to somewhere for the memory, I guess.
That's it. That's the hole that Angelina fell into as a child. I climbed in after her, but it's blocked up now. No wonder I couldn't find it up on the surface.
And how did you two get back out of there? Through the catacombs?
No. Bates. Oh, it was him. He got us out and then filled in the hole. But before that, we were at the portal. We were standing right in front of it. It's behind this door.
Had Angelina opened it?
I'm not sure anymore.
There's a lectern.
A lectern? What kind of a book is that? Homunculus pater omnis thelesmi totius? Ugh, no idea. All in Latin.
Okay. Let's have Sister Antolini read it.
The book is open at the homunculus chapter. Is that a coincidence, or was Mordred busy creating an artificial life? Strange.
Whoa, a real witch's kitchen. Mordred would definitely have ended up being burned at the stake sooner or later. Whoa.
A really fine alchemy laboratory. There's virtually everything there that they used to use back then. But I doubt that Mordred was interested in creating gold. The flasks point rather more to him being a blender of poisons.
Yeah, he was such a great guy. I could see why you admire him, Adrian. I mean, just because somebody is really intelligent doesn't mean you need to admire them. You can admire their intelligence and their capacity to be able to do things, but you don't admire the person when they chose super evil crap to that's just like, that's messed up. Don't admire that. That's not a thing to admire.
Great. Even more tea kettles.
He's sick of them.
Even more cupels and serpentines. This is where Mordred mixed his recipes.
Water basin. Oh, gargoyles. Nice. I mean, obviously, but I mean, we can actually interact. I don't know what that'll do, but maybe that'll be something interesting.
There are water basins everywhere here. Mordred must have been a bit of a clean freak. Those are really nasty looking gargoyles. Worse than those fiendish things from the academy.
Hacked out the stone wall and filled with groundwater. Ought to be drinkable. Only.
Oh, whoops. What did she say to do it? Well, only something. Whatever. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Interesting stonemasonry. The faces are supported by hands.
Okay. Soul key symbol up here.
That's a depiction of a soul key.
Could represent a scepter.
Yeah, I'm having both of them analyze the things because one will know more than the other, so you get a bigger picture of what all's going on, right? Let's see.
Prima materia, planet metals, basilisk. Welcome to Discworld.
Have you guys read the Discworld series? That's funny.
A stove. The shaft once led outside, so there was a shortcut then. That's not ordinary soil. Looks like there is tar mixed in with it. Somebody wanted to be sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They must have the Tabula Smaragdina here, the fundamental text for alchemy. Iko. Here it is. The Smaragdina tablet, the alchemist's Bible. But I'd better not touch the book. It would fall apart at the smallest touch. Like nearly everything here.
Yeah, the books just sat here for centuries. There's no way the books are in any good condition. You breathe on them wrong and they'll fall apart.
The beams don't seem to be weight-bearing elements. But what are they for then? Perhaps they had damp cloth stretched across them because of the smoke that would always be coming from the alchemy experiments.
That definitely must have looked nicer way back when, but it's very solidly built. If it had been damper down here, then the beams would have rotted away ages ago.
Is he going to go into Mordred mode again? Looking at these? Yep, of course he is.
These are the best blades in the land, forged by the most skillful of smiths. Much too good for those butchers that my brother calls soldiers.
Adrian, you're scaring me. Please, put that away.
And yet, they're nothing compared to my sword.
Adrian, stop it!
Huh? What?
It's all right. Everything's okay. Just put the sword down and then everything will be fine. From now on, we'll have to watch out you don't pick up a sword again, okay? You're not going to go near a sword again, Adrian. Do you understand? We don't want you having an accident or anything, do we?
Okay, Sister Valentina. Is there a reason you're talking to me like some kind of wacko?
None. Apart from the fact that you look like one and are behaving like one. Your eyes have turned black again, and you're fiddling about with a sword, and you're speaking like Mordred. Now then, please do us both a favor and keep your fingers away from sharp-edged weapons.
Pick up a sword again. Actually, I'm gonna save and then because I'm sure he'll try to kill her and she'll kill him in the process or something, or he'll end up killing her. Let's do it again just to see.
It's better for me to keep my hands off.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was like, just in case.
A considerable sword collection. Mordred must have been quite a weapons appassionato. A considerable.
Okay, I think that's it in here. Already looked at the alchemy table, so looking at it again isn't going to give us anything new, I don't think. We've already done the swords, so yeah. Okay.
So, how did Angelina just get in that time?
Tip of sword.
I don't like secret doors.
No. Not that. The hand. I wonder if we can... Let's go back out here. Can I use the tip of this sword maybe cut off? No. Something from Mordred.
Mordred's grave.
It's like we need a hand, right? It looks like. Apparently my own hand is not good enough. Her hand is not good enough. So I don't know where we get a hand from, but we need a hand of some kind is what it seems like to me. Go out here, and I don't think there's anything out here for us. No hands or anything we're going to use. Valentino doesn't appreciate a knife. Yeah. 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 Then back to the hieroglyphics chamber. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So it's probably just from here just down. I just don't know. I thought maybe we break off or cut off or something the hand from Mordred and then use that, put that in the thing, but that doesn't look like that's going to work.
Valentina,
Yes.
have you got any idea what all this machinery and stuff down here is for?
That's a perfectly equipped alchemy laboratory. Mordred was a man of science.
He's certainly not going to be able to help me with my physics studies. Alchemists were only bothered about creating gold.
That's not correct. There were definitely alchemists who worked on other things too.
Oh yeah, opening demon gates. I'd forgotten.
They also tried to concoct healing potions, or the opposites, poisons.
They were definitely more successful at the latter. Are you gonna let me take a look at your dagger?
What? No, definitely not.
I think I know how to open the door. It's quite simple.
All right then. I hope you know what you're doing. What are you doing there?
There was a door in the academy. It can only be opened with the blood of a Gordon. My blood. When I wanted to help Angelina as a child back then, I'd cut myself. That's why I was able to open the door.
Gordon blood. One further reason why only you can be the Guardian.
Okay.
Let me go first.
Why?
I don't know what might happen when Mordred sees his beloved mirror again. Think about that thing with the swords.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yes.
What does it mean? Is that Mordred? Or is that me? And why do I have the urge to touch the mirror?
No, it's Mordred who wants to make you do that. Don't touch the mirror, ever!
Okay, okay.
The reflection shows your soul, and the part of Mordred that's within you.
Mordred? But why does he look like one of these shades?
Mordred's soul is still trapped behind the mirror. What you have in you is the shade of Mordred's soul. We somehow got to send Mordred's soul back into the Black Mirror, and do that without setting it free.
Okay. But how then? Haven't we just had an exorcism that went all wrong?
No, not an exorcism. We need something else. Are you sure there's nothing in Mordred's book you've overlooked?
Yeah, absolutely. I can show it to you if you want. These pages. There's some writing appearing. That must be Mordred's notes. But how come there's something there all of a sudden?
The mirror must have activated it, maybe?
If you believe my ancestors, it's possible that the soul leaves the mirror if the shade is already bound in this world. A reunion of soul and shade would constitute an unimaginable power potential. The soul belonging to the powerful and feared by all King Armundor is exactly the right one for my son to be made into, and what he would have become if my brother had not blah blah. The guy definitely would have benefited from a few sessions with Dr. Winterbottom. But hold it. There's something else here. Everything is prepared. Armundor's bones lie upon the altar. His shade will soon be bound to them. Nothing more stands in the way of the crossing over of his soul. Now all that has to happen is for the boy to be freed from the yoke of his contaminated soul.
That doesn't sound great. Yeah, so he was looking to bind his soul to this King Armandor because everybody already feared him and he was really powerful anyway. So he figured if I bind myself to this, then I will have all this power and can be let loose on the world, like be free of my soul being trapped in the mirror, I think, or something like that.
Soul transfer. Mordred's soul shade in me. Yes, of course. That's his plan. He's lured me here so that his ritual can be completed, and his soul can cross over into my body. That's exactly what the curse has been for.
Only Mordred hadn't reckoned with his soul shade landing in a guardian's body. That's the only reason you've held out for so long.
But that doesn't help us all that much. If we release this shade that's inside me, Mordred's soul will then enter me.
Shh. Adrian, I think I've got an idea. Let me think about it for a minute. It feels like this cavern has been here since the dawn of time. Adrian's reflection is a mix of his own soul and Mordred's soul shade. I don't have any better way of describing it. There's absolutely no way Adrian's soul can be allowed to lose the struggle against Mordred's shade. But what is on the other side? Only Mordred's soul? Or has Adrian got one of those soul shades as well? Adrian, can you read me the section about the shades from the Book of the Guardians, please?
The ancients' graves are watched over by their shades. Their fate has been thus for thousands of years now, with no end ever envisaged. They were born in death, and it is death they wish to spread. The ancients forced them into our world. Thus, they don't belong here. They can be neither caught nor appeased. However, the light from the green flame unsettles them. It drives them into the darkness. One should not come too close to them there. Their power is old, very old.
A shade is created in every case when somebody dies. But not in this world, but behind the mirror. I know from the Vatican files that there were human sacrifices here, in order to see if their souls were good or evil. The same sort of idea as witch burning. Mordred wrote that a soul could leave the mirror if its shade was already bound here, which is exactly the case here now. So, if Adrian were to die here, then Mordred would win. Adrian's soul would have been freed from eternity, and his body would take on Mordred's soul. But we have to get Mordred's soul shade out of Adrian one way or another. We absolutely have to make sure Mordred's actual soul can't leave the mirror, and Adrian's soul has to stay where it is.
Sounds right.
So somehow put green light on this so that his soul shade is repelled by it, I think, is what we're looking at. Probably.
I don't know who or what they're supposed to represent. They're really imposing.
Laboratory. Okay, I don't see how I'm going to get green light, though.
There's nothing to discuss with Adrian right now.
I'm able to see in my mind everything that happened on this altar. Having Mordred in your head eclipses any horror film, and I don't feel any revulsion. None at all. If Valentina doesn't come up with something soon, he's won. No, I have to pull myself together, or else all of our efforts are going to be in vain. It goes one heck of a long way down. I can't see the bottom. I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
Yeah, okay. Let me...
That's the tip of Mordred's sword. When Maria stood in the way, he murdered her. The tip broke off in the process and stuck in her chest.
Adrian, have another look in Mordred's book. Maybe there's more there now.
I did not want him to die. I wanted to save him from his wretched fate. I wanted to make him my son again. My son, no bastard from the loins of my cursed brother. I have kept to the ritual exactly. Everything has worked well, only I was unable to bring a beat back to his heart. I tried everything, all in vain. From now on, I am quite alone. There is no one whom I can initiate. Marcus has taken everything from me, and now I shall take everything from him. I must make haste. My sword. First, I have to conclude the experiment with it. It appears that I have created a shade for it. That could mean that I can use it on the other side. If I succeed in crossing to the other side without dying, then I will rule both sides. Strange as the black stain on the blade, since its contact with the other side, the black is spreading inexorably. Rituals, experiments with a sword. What the hell was Mordred doing here?
It sounds like he was trying out An ancient druidic soul transfer ritual on his own son.
A soul transfer? He simply murdered him.
Does it give the procedure for the ritual in the book by any chance?
No.
You looked for a really long time, so good job with that. It's like, yeah, no. It whatever.
If you believe my ancestors, it's possible that the soul leaves the mirror if the shade is already bound in this world.
Okay.
I did not want him to die.
Okay.
I wouldn't know what I might add.
There's nothing to this. A sublimation vessel for using an Athener, a special alchemist's oven. I've never seen such a good one before. Bellissima. I could give Adrian something to really slow his heartbeat down. Like a poison. Then, that would have to free Mordred's soul from Adrian's body. But then, Adrian's soul would be freed as well. And he'd die. It could be possible to resuscitate him with adrenaline. I will only have to give him a small shot into a vein soon after. At that time, Mordred wasn't in a position to do that. Nobody knew about adrenaline back then. Today, it's possible. It's dangerous for sure, but it's the only possibility I can see right now. I'd better not say anything about it to Adrian, for now.
Yeah. We're getting to the point where potentially if she tries something, Adrian might kill her, or vice versa, she might kill Adrian accidentally, so...
I could then, but it could be at that age, I'd better not.
Okay, so not that. Then... what?
Adrian's shade needs a weapon to conquer Mordred. But I'm afraid that an ordinary blade isn't going to do the job. Mordred's already dead. And you can't pass a weapon through the mirror just like that. Wait, Adrian, what was that just now in Mordred's book about his sword?
It says, strange is the black stain on the blade. Since its contact with the other side, the black is spreading inexorably. And here, it appears that I have created a shade for it. That could mean that I could use it on the other side.
That's it. We need Mordred's sword.
Can't be all that difficult. Find a sword with a black stain.
Nope, not gonna give that to her, huh?
Mordred's remains. According to Mordred, he used the bones of the dead to bring their shades into this world and then keep them here. So, we could lure Mordred's shade out of Adrian by using his bones. Just like he once did with that king. Adrian, we need Mordred's bones for the ritual. Can you do that?
Yeah? In one piece?
Just remember how they all go together, and then lay them on the altar in the same layout. Okay, I think I know how we're going to do this.
I can't wait.
Right. The Black Mirror seems to be a portal into another world. a kind of shade world. If a human dies anywhere near the portal, then a shade is born on the other side of the mirror. At the same time, there are two possibilities for that person's soul. If they were of pure heart, their soul shade remains behind the black mirror, and their soul...
Flies shade free up to heaven?
It's free, yes, but if that person was evil, then their soul is sucked from their shade into the mirror.
And then?
It's trapped. The souls in the mirror are slaves to the shades. They can become their instruments to be exploited.
Oh, that means that the shades are only evil if their soul was too.
Marcus was supposed to have battled his way through an army of shades before he killed his brother. Mordred has found out how to bring shades through the portal.
Okay, but Mordred's shade is already out. You can see that clearly from my reflection.
Correct. Therefore, his soul is more or less defenseless and alone behind the mirror, and is just waiting until it can come through.
And that might happen if I touch the mirror. Is that it?
That, we don't want to find out.
She's like, no,
Therefore,
stop.
We can bind Mordred's shade to his mortal remains. Doing that stops the shade from getting in our way, at least. And then your shade, Adrian, can take over Mordred's soul. Or even better, destroy it.
My shade? I thought a shade only comes into being when somebody dies.
You do have to die.
Okay. And why didn't you let me jump from the roof then? That would have been more comfortable.
Then you would be irretrievably dead. Adrian, I will resuscitate you. If your body shuts down for a few minutes, your soul will... How can I say this? Be free. I know there are plenty of near-death experience reports, which confirm this. A soul shade will generate simultaneously on the other side of the mirror.
Won't that cause some kind of brain damage?
Don't worry, Adrian. The human brain can get by for a few minutes without a heartbeat. Your soul will return to your body just as soon as you have a heartbeat again. It's not the first time I've come across this. Near-death experiences are usually what has happened when people believe that God has spoken to them.
Okay, and then? Is my soul shade supposed to strangle Mordred?
No. We know that Mordred has made the sword usable on the other side. To put it better, the soul-like mirror reflection. You'll take it to the other side and be able to kill Mordred's soul with it. Shades are stronger there than they are here.
Have I got this right? Souls are strong here, and the soul shades are weak?
Exactly, and the other way around too. Which means that Mordred's soul is very weak on the other side.
Well, that sounds like there's some absurd logic to it. And what's the story with Mordred's shade then?
We'll keep it outside the mirror using the bones, so that it can't cross over to defend his soul. After that, the same thing ought to happen to the shade that happens to a soul when the body dies.
It'll go back into the mirror.
But there would still be a problem.
Yeah?
You need Mordred's sword, and apart from the broken tip. I don't know where that is.
In the book, there was something about a blackness that came out from the sword, spreading itself even further.
Of course. That's why Greg and Steve had problems with that. The tea room, the fungus... There was a constant problem there with the damage, apparently, coming from the extinguishing water after the fire.
Then the sword has to be there. I'll go and get it.
Stop. You're not going to lay a hand on any kind of sword, and especially not one of Mordred's. I'll get it. I need to get the book from the library anyway. One about poisons. These down here are somewhat out of date.
And what am I supposed to do in the meantime?
You could lay out Mordred's skeleton on the altar. See you soon.
I mean, she's gonna go all the way back up. That's a lot of traveling. Okay, so I guess we'll do this for the time being. Still have both people in my upper left, so I guess we're just separated temporarily. So I'll
I
grab
can never
this.
remember the arrangement of the bones. I hardly ever paid attention in biology.
Mm. So if he can't remember the arrangement, is there something in here that will tell him? Because it was alchemy, maybe there's something with anatomy as well?
Whoa, a real witch's kitchen. Mordred would definitely have...
Okay, so that's that. Over here. And it's not looking like we're going to get a book on anatomy or anything. Wonder... If I look at... I
can never remember the...
Yeah.
I have to deal with Mordred. There's no more I have to deal with... If you believe my ancestors, I did not want him to die.
Didn't get anything for doing the corpse from that. Wasn't anything new.
There's a loose note at the last page. The ancients' graves are watched over by their shades. Their fate has been...
Yeah, we've already read that. Oh, I can take a picture, right? And then I'll have a photograph
There are just
of it.
too few pictures of you, Mordred. I'll just take the big bones. All the bones from the hands and feet have already turned to dust. I hope that's not gonna upset Mordred's soul shade.
Smile for the camera, yeah.
I'll put the bones down first, so it's easier to sort them. Right, so let's see how good my anatomical knowledge is.
I don't know if it matters which side's which. Okay. We want... These are gonna be leg bones. These are upper arm bones, right? Hang on. Oh, okay. So let me move this over. And then this there. Okay. So then I want... Should it be? Wait, let me think. Or maybe not. Yeah, no, it's. I think it's fine. There we go. Maybe. I don't know. It seems like it's not lined up quite. No. Hang on. Look at this. Yeah, I think it's this one. It's got to be further down, right? I guess. That, I think, is better. No. I can't rotate it. So maybe this one over here. No. No, that's right. I think this is. I can't rotate the bone. Like it's supposed to. I don't know. Is that? Some of these feel like they have to be rotated, but I don't know how I rotate. Oh, right click rotates. Okay, there we go. I was like, it feels like I should be rotating these. So this I think needs to go. That side. Whoops. That snap. There we go. And then snap. Okay. So this needs to rotate like that. Which means this to rotate like that. I don't think that's right. Hang on. Nope, this needs to. Ah. No, that's not right either. Yeah, no, I think this is for sure over this side. These need to... That doesn't feel right to me. I mean, kinda. It doesn't really match the positioning on here, though. But maybe. Yeah, see, I don't think that's right. It's... Um... That's definitely not right. I guess that maybe that is right. I don't know. Feels weird though. Like it's... Doesn't that need to be... Because isn't this where you connect... Yeah, right there. So that's wrong because from here it's the upper part, right? Still seems this should connect higher up. And then this needs to be the reverse. Hang on, so if I move this to connect over here, like that. There, I think that's right. Is that right, or does this need to rotate? There, I think like that, yeah. And then for these, the smaller's on the inside, I believe. Or is it this way? It's like that. Spot disappeared. There we go. No, not like that. Okay, so this way for sure. Which means this. Probably reverse. Like that. Let's see. Bigger two. Oh, these are opposite. Right. I don't think I ever took anatomy. Or I never took anatomy, and I don't think I studied, like, on my own what it looked like very well at all, so. But see, the brace part of the bone, where the ulna? I don't remember, ulna this or is this? I don't remember which is which. Anyway, goes here. Is right here.
Yep, that looks right. Now I just have to wait for Valentina. Those are the same statues as in the room with the scales.
I'm going to look at the mirror and see if I get a bad ending.
That's what it is then. The Black Mirror, the Shade Portal. There's such an extraordinary attraction coming from it. I've got a persistent urge to look into it. That's what it is then. There's such an
I guess we're not. Okay. I was gonna say that'd be interesting if they have like an evil ending where you just look too long and then you basically are taken over. Yeah, I think we'll just go on here, right? And wait. Oh, maybe not.
Fit like that.
Right, we're not going on the altar. We have the bones there. Okay. Go back to the laboratory, I guess, maybe? For now. And now let me switch to Valentina.
With a little imagination, you can see the fungus mark is in the shape of a sword. That has to be the right place. The wall's only being held together by wallpaper. The rest of it is totally rotten.
So, dagger, right? Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, for a second I wasn't sure she'd come, and I was like, oh, we still have 2 people, so yeah. Thanks. Make sure I get that right, though.
One sword with a broken tip. Mordred's sword. I still need the book about poisons from the library. After that, I'll go back to Adrian. Hopefully he was able to put Mordred's skeleton back together.
Okay. She says she still needs the book of poisons from the library and that she doesn't go to the library.
I still need the book about poison. After that, I'll go.
So, like, I don't... Okay. You're not going to go to get the book with poisons? Or book about poisons? I am confused. Okay, let me see. I mean, the library's through this door and then through another door. I don't know why I'm not going back here. Am I supposed to have Adrian come all the way back up? No, right?
I have to deal with more.
Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. So why... How do you go to the room with poisons? You don't have a map or something to jump there. To the hall.
I still need the book about poison. After
Yes.
that, I'll go back.
I know. Why are you not... And then it switches to him. I don't friggin' know.
Whoa, a real witch.
Okay, nothing there. Do I have it go back to the altar and then she'll show up? I don't know.
I've got the sword. Have you done
There.
it?
There we go.
Mordred's skeleton's lying ready on the altar.
Good. Are the bones lying like they were before?
Head at the top, legs at the bottom. I reckon so.
Lag, Silowell. Sorry about that. You're a step behind. I figured it out. But I do appreciate it. For sure. Please keep saying stuff, even if you're a step behind, because just in case, right? Yeah, it turned out to be. Okay.
Have we got everything we need?
Looks like it. The poison's ready as well.
Is it gonna hurt?
Probably not. It paralyzes the heart muscle, but don't worry. I've got a syringe full of adrenaline here to bring you back to the land of the living.
Sounds like one of Phil's torture experiments, with me taking the Ralph role.
It'll be
Kinda.
okay, Darren.
Kinda,
Put your
yeah.
Trust in God. Now, I'm going to get the poison, and then we can get started.
Okay. I don't, just in case he potentially can do something wrong, or she can do something wrong and kill him. Like if there's I don't know if there's like a timed event. It's possible. Like I said, at least I don't remember in here. There probably was. That I'm not remembering, but I remember in the first game, for example, there was a timed event. Samuel had to respond before the wolves attacked him when he came out of the mine, for example. So it's possible there's a timed event. You have only so long to give the adrenaline to him, or he'll die. So just in case that's a thing, I want to make sure that I have a save game, so I don't have to reload it and do a whole bunch of stuff. Not that my last save game was all that far back, though, but whatever.
Poison. It slows down the circulation and then the heart stops. Pain-free. I've had to do this all rather quickly, unfortunately. But the books in the library say it ought to work.
Books on poison in the library of the Black Mirror Castle. Okay, sure. No, you're my guests here today. Feel free to wander about the castle. Do not look at these books right over here. Those, you don't have any need to look at these books right here. Just go to the other parts of the castle. It's fine. Okay.
Good. You have to drink this.
Wait, if I don't manage to finish off Mordred, what happens then?
You have to win. It's your only chance. If you don't manage it, he'll kill you and his soul will take over your body.
How are you gonna know if I've done it? What I mean is, when will you resuscitate me?
I'm going to have to give you the adrenaline within 5 minutes at the latest, or else you'll die. Adrian, you have to do it.
All right. Valentina?
Yes.
See you later.
Yes. See you later, Adrian. Something's not right. Oh god, that's Mordred's soul. And that isn't Adrian's soul shade. I think he's done it. I need to get him back quickly, or else he'll be gone forever.
I need to do it quickly, so she walks nonchalantly over to his body. Okay. Sure.
Oh no, it's not working. Adrian! Adrian, come back! Thank God. You're alive.
What happened? I feel sort of different.
You've beaten Mordred, and the curse along with him. You've done it.
Really? The curse is finally broken?
Yes.
Yeah.
The last of the Gordons has done it. Let's get out of this place and never come back.
What do you want to bet the twist is? He is possessed by Mordred's soul, and he kills Valentina, and now he's free as Mordred reincarnated in this world. Okay. Thanks for the bats and an unattempted jump scare, I guess. So the lights lit up? I don't know what that means. But okay. Well, there we go. We finished it finally. I finally figured out some things that I wasn't able to figure out before. Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. And then just took a week of, not a full week. I didn't spend all the time during the week or whatever. It took, a week off and spending a little bit of time reviewing stuff to figure out how to do the shade rooms. Okay. Well, there you go, Kissa. You got the rest of the Black Mirror series we finished. So that's exciting. Yeah. Trying to think, there's some other series that are point and clicks, so kind of in the same vein as the Black Mirror series, or I think you may, if you had interest in it, you probably have already seen the Darkness Within series. I did the what is it called? Why can I think of it? It's not Alan Wake. Totally different series. Not Alan Wake. What was his name? Shoot. I'm gonna have to figure out. Mordred was Batman all along. Yeah. I'm gonna have to remember. Why can I not think of the name of the series? Anyway, I've done several other point and clicks, of course. So if you've not seen any of those, like if there are any of those you've not seen that are kind of horror or supernatural vein, I would obviously encourage you to watch those if they look interesting to you. But there are some other point and clicks, I think. I'm pretty sure that I've been looking at, but I haven't done yet. I'm trying to remember which ones, though. Can't think of them offhand. I'll wait for a little bit for obviously the closing credits and stuff of this to finish. And then once we finish with this, then I'll, tab out. So we'll be back in like normal streaming mode, not this weird graphic thing that happens with this series of games. And I'll look and see. They're obviously not supernatural in nature or whatever, but there are, like I did Still Life. So there's Still Life 2 and I don't know why I can't think of the name of the first one, the original one before Still Life. Anyway, so there are 2 more games in that series. And that's point and clicks. It's murder mystery. There's also I feel like this is not your speed though, Kissa. I could be wrong, but I feel like this is not your speed. Probably not something you would enjoy, that is. But I did Cat Lady and I did after Cat Lady, I did, well, we'll pause.
And
Hang on.
how are you getting on?
Pretty well, I think. I'm done with the main points. Now I just have to get everything across into the Book of the Guardians. Do you want to have a look for yourself?
If I may.
Here, I'm not sure about this last point.
It was the Cat Lady and the downfall. Oh, so we're going from, okay. Book of the Guardians. I got rid of Mordred. Although the ritual didn't work out as planned, I'm finally free again, myself again. Valentina suggested that I add to the Book of the Guardians. There are centuries of experience collected in its pages, but up until now, nobody has had as much to do with mirrors as me. Best thing is for me to write everything here in my diary first. Soul Shades. When a person is alive, their soul exists in this world. There is still no soul shade at this point. When they die, the soul is released, and in the normal case, disperses, goes up to heaven or whatever. If they die in the vicinity of the mirror, there are then two possibilities. One, the person has a good soul, and this is then free and disappears. But a soul shade comes into being behind the mirror. This is then soulless. Two, if the person was evil, his soul is sucked into the shade behind the mirror. A soul shade then comes into being, which from that point on torments the soul for all eternity. Souls are strong in this world, but weak in the shade world. Soul shades are strong in the shade world, but are weak in this one, but are still stronger than a mortal person. It hadn't been envisaged that a soul shade could ever leave the mirror. Mordred, however, found a way to make that very thing happen. Mordred was able to bring soul shades into this world. Marcus would later fight with them by laying the bones of the dead in front of the mirror and then performing a ritual which then kept them here. Mordred's son. Mordred wanted to bring the evil soul of King Armandor back into our world. He discovered that to do this, a good person would have to die in front of the mirror. Their soul would then go free and make room for another. If the soul shade is already there, the soul can follow after it. The corpse then has to be resuscitated, otherwise the soul in the shade will be sucked back into the mirror. So, he brought the remains of King Armandor in front of the mirror and then bound his shade to them. He also killed his son at the same time. The boy's good soul then went free and a soul shade came into being behind the mirror. Armandor's soul came free of the mirror and made itself at home in the boy's body. Had Mordred now at this point managed to revive his son, the soul would also have come across to him and have made him unbelievably powerful, because the shade and the soul would have been reunited in this world. He did not manage this, though, and his son died. The curse. Shortly after Mordred's ritual, Marcus must have returned and carved his way through the ranks of shades that Mordred had summoned in his experiments. Marcus then killed his brother Mordred in a duel, in the course of which Mordred's wife Maria was also fatally wounded. Mordred was still able to utter one last curse, which he anchored with a small part of his soul shade on Marcus's blood, and thus in the blood of all of the Gordons that follow him. The remainder of his shade went back into the mirror, just as his evil soul was sucked in there. The curse. To perform... Oh, still more of the curse. Okay, so perform the ritual to release Mordred's soul shade. 5 souls were needed, and all of them could be caught with the help of the soul keys. These then had to be taken into the shade world. Blood had to be spilled, and then the soul shade could pass over into a Gordon. Following that, the Gordon then had to die before the mirror and later be revived. Mordred had definitely reckoned on soon becoming free again, but the pure guardian souls of the Gordons have a particularly strong resistance.
That's already a good beginning. When are you going to put it into the Book of the Guardians?
Not before I eat. Anyway, now I know what all those black balls were about.
I can't wait.
Mordred writes in his book that he had carried out a soul transfer ritual. But instead of all the bones, he had only used the skull and one black ball. The shade didn't go back into the mirror anymore after that, but always stayed close by the ball.
Ah, then you can trap souls with these balls as well. To all intents and purposes, they can be thought of as the body, right?
It gets better. Here, with the help of the soul trapped in the ball, one can, to a certain extent, control the shade. He writes that he put a ball in his brother's bedchamber, under the bed, in the hope that the shade would rob his soul in the night. But that didn't work. He suggests that Marcus's soul was too pure for the shade. What do you think? Do you think there are still shades going around today, doing all their evil stuff?
I don't know. But if there are, then it's your job to stop them.
Oh, lovely. So the rest of my life. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So cool. Yeah. That was a good game. That was a good series overall. I liked it. I was wondering kind of, given that they have 3 parts in total for the series, I was wondering how they were going to wrap it up. How they were going to basically, get you to figure out, or like get you to understand what all had originally happened and then why it passed down to Samuel and then from there and so on down the line. Yeah, pardon my mess. You can see boxes back there and stuff. I've been moving a bunch of stuff around in my place. Yeah. So great. That was awesome. Let me go ahead and uninstall this briefly, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over because I have it. Yeah, I don't want to remove save games. Just uninstall so there's less space on. It's not that it takes a lot, but there's less space on my hard drive. Okay, let me get into Steam. It's not what I use for playing The Witness, so I don't really need Steam for any stuff on the weekend. Well, no, that's not true. Because tomorrow, I'm planning on, since I was just feeling exhausted yesterday, I'm planning on tomorrow at the same time as, so later today or whatever, we'll be doing The Witness. So the same time as The Witness starts today, tomorrow we'll be doing more Plague Tale Requiem, since I was just totally exhausted yesterday. But let me look and see. I don't know why I can't remember what it's called, but there's no worries, Valentina, just don't let shades near a knife if you find any. Yeah. Wasn't Alan Wake. What was it called? Adam Wolf. That's it. Adam Wolf. That might be one, potentially. I mean, depends on your you decide you like it, or if you've seen it and already decided or whatever. But I did Adam Wolf, so that's another point and click that if you've not seen already, that's not exactly, but it's kind of in the same vein as stuff like Broken Sword and Black Mirror, sort of. So there's that. Anyway, okay, so that'll do that for that. So now I will just decide in afternoons what we will do next. Probably going to be, since I switched to Plague Tale Requiem for the first stream on the weekend, and then it's The Witness for the last stream on the weekend. I still do want to make progress on stuff from Halloween, so I'll probably do one of the Halloween games in this spot starting next week. But anyway, okay, that should do it. So I will, in just under 7.5 hours from now, we'll be doing The Witness. So if you're able to make it, that'll be awesome if you show up on the stream. Anyway, thanks Siluel, Kissa, and anybody else who may have watched. Fun act if you're, quiet and just haven't said anything, or anybody else. Anyway, I appreciate the support, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Till then, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy.
Oh, that's so sad.